Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to NBA 2K23. Today we are back with, well, goodbye. The end. Hasta la vista. So long. Farewell. The end of Myteam 2K23. As I do believe this is probably our last promo. I don't know, honestly, what they could do to try to entice people to buy packs after this promo today. And, well, I think this is it. So, we take one more stroll through the Friday content, and then from here, I think we're going to just get all Invincible packs and all Endgame packs. What are we talking about? Ugh, it's gross to say this one. Endgame Victor Wembanyama. And, well, let's just do it. Let's go over it. I'm very excited to talk about the Endgames here, but I'm also very excited to talk about kind of every card. This has probably been the most usable set that we could get here in, God, a month? Couple months. Usually we get one or two cards. I mean, the endgame cards are what they are. They're every week, but some of these other cards are really nice. Starting off with Shaun Livingston, my favorite point guard of one of them, I should say, of the year. Shaun Livingston. You got a nice version of this card, Galaxy Opal, back for beating Unlimited, I think a season or so ago, and now he has made his Dark Matter return. Very nice card still to this day. Would be a nice budget addition. Second of all, Jonathan Bender, shooting guard. Oh my God. 7-foot shooting guard. Move over Kevin Durant. I don't care if you are an endgame. Shooting guard, 7-footer, Jonathan Bender with that release. Yeah. Yes, please. Sign me up. I'll take one of each. Come on, Jonathan Bender. That will be my new starting shooting guard. That will be insane. I'm excited. That's probably going to be the first gameplay tomorrow. Moving on to the Invincibles. We got a fan favorite. It's been usable all year, maybe up till Jonathan Bender, I guess. Tim Thomas, Tim Tom, or Endgame Durant, whatever you want to call him. I mean, Tim Tom is the original Kevin Durant of the sets. Shooting guard, small forward, 6'10", you love it. Could be a nice backup, but if you already have Endgame Durant, then really be no need for Tim Tom. You got Jonathan Bender and Endgame Durant now, so that is what it is, but it is a nice addition. It's good to see. Next one, Ricky Davis, point guard. Wow, I didn't see that was a point guard. That's nice. That's very nice, in fact. I like that. Me likey. Ricky Davis. If you watch my gameplays all year, we know well about Ricky Davis. A young Ricky. Ricky! You know what it is. It's going to be a beautiful card. He's got great release, but now he's got the stats to boost. And at point guard, 6'7" point guard. Not bad at all. Might even replace that Shaun Livingston as a backup point guard for me. Who is my backup point guard? I think it is still Shaun Livingston, believe it or not, which is hilarious. So, Ricky Davis will probably take that spot. I'd probably do a nice gameplay on that. Moving down to Kyle Kuzma. This one, I don't know, he does not. He's the least usable card out of everything. I do love his release. Everybody does, but his size at this stage of the game is hasta la vista, and especially if you're going to give us a Jonathan Bender. Now, Jonathan Bender is not going to have 99 everything, so he will need a few badges. So if you've been holding on to some Hall of Fame badges, that Jonathan Bender is not going to be like these Invincible cards. He will need some stats upgraded, but at 7 foot, come on. It ain't going to be that hard. Moving on to Ilgauskas, 7'3" power forward. It's a nice card. I mean, it's a nice card. It's a Porzingis, I guess, type card. It's those two, Kyle Kuzma and Zydrunas Ilgauskas, are probably the least usable out of everything. Well, no, okay, maybe Shaun Livingston is now. Now that I saw Ricky Davis as point guard, Shaun Livingston and Kyle Kuzma are probably the worst, and then Ilgauskas is maybe Tim Thomas is right behind. I don't know. These are nice end games. Of all the glitchiest cards you could possibly imagine, Kristaps Porzingis maybe taking the #1 top spot. As like a backup small forward. I say that, and then we get Victor Wembanyama, who's been the top power forward of the year. I don't know really why they gave us an end-game version. If you bought the $50 Wembanyama, don't feel upset, because that is still an end-game card. That release is still glitchy as hell. It's not, I mean, we're talking milliseconds that you couldn't, microscopic milliseconds that you couldn't even see that are going to be faster on this release. Frankly, I sometimes don't even like the endgame releases because they're too fast. I think the release on the Invincible one is just as good. Yeah, Victor Wembanyama endgame is useless to me. I mean, if you really want to, I guess. If you absolutely love endgame animations, I guess. But you would be absolutely just fine not getting this and picking up one of these others if you had to. Tacko Fall is probably, to me, is probably the best one, just because, one, you can run him at the 4 or the 5, and he's just the one that has needed the upgrade the most. Yao Ming, I mean, his shot, if you got any of, like, his hero card or his, I can't think of the other one. I have it, too. What was the other promo for it? Titans. If you have that, his shot's already on very quick. I love that release. I honestly don't think I even need to upgrade it because I like my Yao Ming. So, I mean, to me, Tacko Fall, if you were going to spend $50 out of all these, Tacko Fall to me would be the one to pick up out of this. Kristaps Porzingis is nice, but he's only an inch taller than the Bulbul. Sometimes an inch is everything, but not when it comes to endgame cards. They're all the same. So, yeah, to me, if I had to rank these cards, I'd probably go Tacko, Yao, Victor, then Porzingis. But yeah, I mean, I like this set. This is going to be probably the end set, and then next week we probably get all Invincible and all endgame packs, and these cards all go down to buy nows, or close to buy nows. But yeah, if you do need cheap, reliable, looking for cheap and safe MT, go and check out u7buy.com. Make sure you visit my link in the description below. And if you don't use the link, I don't get the credit, so make sure you click the link, u7buy.com. Go get the cards you really want. Make sure you check out my link in the description below to make these purchases if you're not trying to go the $50 route. Make sure you are wise in how you do that so you don't catch ban on a Thursday. But, yeah, I mean, if you got a ban at this stage of the game, I mean, what do we got? A month left? A month left, folks. Trust me, and you're not going to be playing in 2K. And if you are still, you're not going to be playing in about a week and a half, 2 weeks anyway. So it's pretty unbearable at this stage of the game. Everyone's running endgame cards. It's sweaty as hell. It's rough out there if you're still playing, but we still play. I still play. I don't play like I used to, but I'm running maybe a game or so a day just to, you know, stay sane and everything, keep the content alive. But yeah, this is it, folks. This is the end. Or at least I think so. I really don't see them dropping another promo. I don't know what they could drop. Someone said, "What about an endgame T-Mac?" Bitch, that card's been endgame since his first Dark Matter. I don't know what else you could do to that card. I mean, maybe he's got an Invincible. There's really no need. It's the same release as an endgame. I don't know what else you'd need out of that card. Make him point guard? Wow, 6'8" point guard. We don't have one of those. Like, I don't know why you'd want a T-Mac, but I guess. But I don't know. Yeah, that's it. This is it. We got some gameplays coming up this weekend, and then it's time to talk about 2K24 and my hopes and my dreams and what I need to see, and if I think it's going to start off rocky, which I do. We'll talk about that coming up, so yeah, just wanted to keep this one kind of shorter, and we got gameplays coming up. Be excited for those. Watch those. I'll see you when they come around. Until then, Richie Nation, party on.